Since Curtis and Leah both talk softly, why don't they sit next to each other, and then that way, and the three of you talk softly.
Okay.
You can, you don't have to.
Yeah, I can be loud or soft, whatever you want.
Are you recording? You recording?
Yep.
This is Your Fault for Listening. Welcome to Your Fault for Listening. This is the podcast where we don't care what your feelings are about. You're listening to us, and your opinion about what you don't like does not matter. Not safe for work unless you're fucking your boss, and don't fuck your boss. With me today, we have Leah Shartava.
Yes.
The International Karen. Curtis Seals, the Seasoning. Mahia Comedy. And international world speaker Sharon, Lacey. Comedian extraordinaire. Okay. First topic is up for grabs. What's on anybody's mind today?
Well, I won't.
Situationship. Have you heard of the term situationship?
What's situation?
It's just a new term for a relationship that you don't plan in the future.
I can't keep up on these names for some really nebulous shit.
Yep.
It's like they just make things out of things that aren't things. That's amazing to me. Like, what was the one you said earlier in your routine?
It was a homosexual.
Homosexual?
Yes, that's where. No.
I thought it's just.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that Sharon knows about a homosexual who didn't have a home, fucked her, and ended up fucking up her credit. Mess up your insurance?
No. That would not be right.
Okay.
Got it.
Would the original homosexual be Charlie Chaplin?
Ooh, I like that.
Did Charlie Chaplin not have a home?
This is your fault for watching.
Well, Charlie Chaplin, I don't think he was very poor at some point, right? He got poor.
You have to talk loud because they're talking. And I don't know if that'll pick up or not.
It does a pretty good job.
It won't pick up them, but it'll pick up her.
It'll do a pretty good job
Okay.
of getting.
The way I understand homosexual, correct me if I'm wrong, someone who dates someone for the housing, right? Something like that?
Right.
Yeah, if you're not paying rent, basically, you're not paying rent and you're with a girl or multiple girls, you're a homosexual.
What the fuck is that? You're a bum. What the eat your fucking bum. What, homosexual? That's a man. Wow.
You're a recreational bum.
That is some.
Homosexual?
That's almost brilliant. That's almost brilliant.
Almost brilliant.
Kind of takes the pain out of being a bum. I'm not a bum. I'm a homosexual.
Homosexual sounds a little fancy.
No.
Yes. Homosexual.
Oh, so
That
what
is funny
is
to me.
the situationship? I'm curious. Situationship?
It's literally just taking the relation out of a relationship. Like like you're just hanging out. You're committed, but not planning for the future.
In other words, you're a bum.
2017, some woman coined this term.
You're just winging it.
Yeah. Like
Well,
one step below poly. I think.
All these synonyms.
The best term for a relationship I ever heard was from Carl Warmenhoven, one of my mentors, the manager of the Comedy Underground for 30 years. He said that he and his partner were happily unmarried for 29 years.
I can dig that.
Yes.
That's the
can
best
dig
way
that.
to be married.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Well,
That at least makes sense.
my favorite I've heard recently was for mansplaining. For mansplaining, there is a new one.
Hey,
Mansplaining.
There is a new one for mansplaining. It's called correctile dysfunction.
correctile dysfunction.
Dysfunction for mansplaining.
You know, sometimes people just don't want you
Not
telling
bad.
them anything. You act like you're mansplaining. But I'm like, you know, if I wouldn't have told you, you wouldn't have knew. So, act like I didn't tell you something you didn't know.
I like the one that I'm not man. I'm just explaining.
That's to your ex. That's
said that?
Noah's joke. That's
Oh, Noah's.
To your ex, that's good.
Yeah, explain.
Yes, his wife. used to tell him, "You are mansplaining," but he says, "Now I'm explaining."
Explaining.
She said, "Ex."
I can't keep up with how they just twist the terms.
Yeah.
It just-
Transplaining is coming up.
Translating.
Oh, translating.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Speaking of trans,
It's like,
I
yeah, it's all the funny words, you know, all the things, all the terms.
Well, I never met a four I didn't like.
never met a what? Never met a what?
Never met a four I didn't
A
like.
four?
Metaphor I didn't like.
Oh, a metaphor. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like on the scale
Keep
of
up
1 to
now.
10.
Keep up with you, brother.
So something exciting happened. A few months ago, Jake and Leah took me to a beach party, and at the party, I met the guy who makes utility kilts.
Oh, cool.
And I said to him, I'll come over to the shop in the morning and come check out the shop. And I go over there, check out all the kilts and stuff.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to make Vader a kilt with like a lightsaber hook on the side.
Oh, nice.
And I get a call yesterday and it's done.
Oh,
Sweet.
awesome.
So I'm about to do trans Vader.
Rainbow
No, Luke,
lightsaber.
I am your stepmother.
Yeah, it's a $400 kill.
I was your father.
Exactly.
But you need to go commando underneath.
Yes, because Utility Kilt's catchphrase is "Let freedom swing." Right. So I was talking to Curtis, and we maybe do like a Louis Armstrong song. Let freedom swing with Utility Kilt. My dick is loose. Oh yeah.
Utilikilt's right in downtown. See that, like Pioneer Square?
Maybe it was, but now it's right past Whole Foods on Elliott with no sign. You wouldn't
Yeah,
even
it's
know.
always been
Okay.
there. It's always been there.
Gotta have a rainbow lightsaber.
A rainbow lightsaber
Yeah.
for Trans Vader.
Yeah.
Well, for Trans Vader, what if Trans Vader's name is? We recording the podcast. What if Trans Vader's name was Darth Vader?
Vader.
Vader. Vader.
Coming back then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Darth Heher.
Huh?
I think this
Darth
is
Heher.
where we-
There you go, Darth Heher. That's it. Trans Vader's name is Darth Heher. Heher. Darth Heher.
Darth side of the galaxy.
With a rainbow's lightsaber.
Check your privilege.
There you go. So no, actually Curtis made a beat and I did a Vader doing a song and the song was titled Sucking on Evil's Dick. Good night, gentlemen. Thank you for coming down to the Your Fault for Coming show here at the Duelist. That's Ella Maj and Femi. They just did their thing upstairs in the comedy. We're downstairs in the Hookah Lounge doing live podcasts. Your Fault for Listening. There's about 9 of us here in the room right now, really 10. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm an arithmetist.
This is like a super low budget version of the Green Room on Showtime.
Yeah, super low budget version of the Green Room on Showtime with
Cable
Paul
access.
Provenza. Paul Mooney was in an episode of that.
I like Paul Provenza.
I like Paul Provenza a lot too. Good night, gentlemen.
Who's Paul Provenza?
Paul Provenza is a comedian, producer. Phyllis Diller told Bill Cosby, who told Paul Provenza, who told Craig Gass, who told me, you don't have to be funny the entire time. You just have to be interesting.
Okay.
So Sharon, where you been traveling around the world?
I just got back from Scotland, Wales, and England.
Really?
Spent a month over there, traveling all over, mostly by train. And because I didn't want to have to drive on the other side of the road, on the other side of the car. Just the roundabouts would have gotten me. So you talk about kilts. I saw a lot of kilts, a lot of handsome Scots, and a wee bit of Welsh.
So, did you perform over there?
No, I didn't perform over there. I did want to check out, though, the area in Scotland that has the Fringe Festival for possibly doing it in the future. So, yeah. I have
Comedy festival?
Yeah, they do a comedy festival over there in August. But the trouble with the Fringe Festival these days is now you have to find your venue, pay your venue, do all of your own advertising, get your crowds, and pay for your flight and your hotel,
Over there?
everything. So it costs, yeah.
Why would I try to get a crowd to come into a venue over there if I'm way the hell over here?
Exactly. So
I mean,
pretty tough.
we had enough trouble trying to, but those two people that came to the show tonight,
Yes.
they were going to the vape store and I just hit them with the comedy.
Oh, you brought them here?
Yes!
Barked them in. Nice.
I just said, we'd be honored if you would join us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I think she snapped out from a deep depression.
The lady? Yes. Oh, the
Did
lady,
she
she
really?
did. She wasn't laughing at
She
first.
started laughing.
She did. She did. She's a very unique individual. So, Curtis, what did you think about the show tonight?
I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. I like the mental creativity. I liked it. I liked it.
Okay, you liked the mental creativity. You liked it. You liked it.
I'm a fan of funny,
Me too.
so I like seeing it go down. I like seeing how cats come from, how they do their shit. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's kind of jazz-like in a different way because everybody has a different style and come from it from their own perspective, which is kind of fascinating. I mean, a lot of you motherfuckers
still recording?
are like dancing on the edge, and that's kind of hip.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of hip.
Yes. There's a lot of people that are edge steppers or find where the edge is and go over it and then bring it back.
Well, you had kind of a Lisa Lampanelli thing going on for a second there. I like that. I like that.
She's pretty dirty though, right?
Yeah, she put more black cocks in her mouth than fucking the rooster.
Yeah, Lisa Lampanelli is like one of the dirtiest comedians I've heard of.
Yeah.
No, but how you
She
approach
is,
your
though.
subject matter is comparing. I was comparing it to Lisa Lampanelli. Okay, I got you. That's funny.
So Curtis has been thinking about doing it. And then Matthew just went for the first time tonight. He didn't know I was going to call him up. And I almost called your ass up, too, to do some stand-up. Would you have done it?
I only have two. I only have two funny things. Three funny things.
What you got?
Okay.
Yeah, I should have brought my material.
But you did it. You did it.
Well, it's for older people. It's like James Cagney's dog. Wow, 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 wow. Edward G. Robinson's cat. Meow, 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 meow. And Barry White's cow. Move, baby. That's all I got.
That's good.
Catherine Hepburn's goat. I don't
Oh, that's good! I like that.
Quick.
That's a great, yeah.
That's a good one.
I like that. Never
Great
thought of that
tag.
one.
Great tag. Because the rule of three is a thing, but I've noticed people break that a lot and do a fourth one as well.
Well,
It's
first of all, there's no rules.
right.
Okay,
but-
Carlin said we're doing a list 3, 5, 7, 14, or 20. If you get a list that you can make a list of that has 14 solid items on the list, so what he might do it, he might do list item, explain it. List item, explain it. List item, list item, list item, explain it. Go back, explain some shit you thought he wasn't going to explain. And he said if you get a list, he gets it to 14. He takes a life of his own. You don't know what's going to happen. So that's the goal. I haven't done it yet. To get a list joke with 14 solid tags on it and see what he's talking about. Phyllis Diller said, "Beware of the blue room." Room with walls that are blue. She didn't explain what she meant, but this is it.
I heard that one.
Yes.
The odor over there, the wafting smell, it reminds me of the last time I was in Uganda,
We
Africa.
could have smoked weed in here, and that would
You're
cover
in,
up the smell.
you're in Uganda?
Yeah, I'm the only American comedian
mind
who's
it, I'm gonna roll
performed in
it.
Uganda, Africa.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bravo.
I perform in 2 of their tribal languages.
Wow.
Yeah,
No way.
way.
Oh, wow.
Is that Ugandan way?
I perform in Lugandan for the Bagandan tribes and in Runyinkole for the Ankole tribe.
Cool.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's dope.
Did it translate pretty well?
Well, I would not do any of my stuff that I do here.
Right.
Over there. I write,
Local
write-
material.
Yeah, I write
Yeah.
all stuff when I'm over there. I write
That's
it from
great.
stuff that happens over there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've
Do
been
they
there-
laugh?
Yeah, awesome audiences, the best audiences. Also, they don't have fire laws, so you're in a big, beautiful venue with like 1,000 people, and the aisles are all filled with people too. So if there's a fire, no one could get out because they don't have fire laws, and they're all laughing. And
Wow.
it's awesome.
Oh wow, that's
Just
incredible.
awesome.
It sounds beautiful.
Yeah. People warned me the first time I went over there. All my friends here, black friends, doesn't matter. They all go, "Don't go to Uganda, Sharon. Don't go, because they'll kidnap you and turn you into a white sex slave."
It's funny that you said that.
And
I
I
just
was
got
like-
done watching The Last King of Scotland.
I was like, "Yeah, and."
Show me the bad stuff.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I do get marriage proposals every time I go over there.
Really?
Yeah, and in Uganda, if you want to marry a woman, you have to give her cows. The more cows, the better. They call me Nantongo. They gave me my own African name, Nantongo, which I think translates to white woman who's incredibly beautiful.
I'm sure that's
It could be. Anyway, so this guy in his 40s came up to me. He goes, "Nantongo, you marry me, I give you 10 cows." Yeah, I know. I'm like, "Well, we baleños, say both. I can't get those cows on a plane."
What you gonna do with some cows?
I know. And this guy in his 30s came up to me. He goes, "Nantongo, you marry me, I give you 5 cows." Really? The price is going down?
Well, he's
And
30.
this little hottie in his 20s came up to me. I know they don't have cougars over there, but they do have leopards. He goes, "Nantongo, you marry me, you give me 1 cow." What? No.
Wow.
And not like be.
So lower age, less cows? Or what happened?
It's a joke.
Oh, not a true story.
You told that story over there?
Yeah,
They laugh hard.
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. It's interesting how ideas translate through cultures. That's it. That's it.
Okay, good to know because I haven't been to Club Comedy yet, but I guess I can't.
So how is the dessert?
No, I was looking at the guy with the
Oh,
This is the
Okay, yeah.
yes. Beautiful, beautiful.
This is your fault for listening.
So what other interesting countries have you been to?
Well, I've been to Russia. I went to St. Petersburg right when they first opened back in like 94, 92. That was very terrifying because I had taken a camcorder over there, and camcorders back then were huge. And I was staying in the home of a teacher, and her daughter brought her friends in when we were out, and her friends had mafia brothers, and they came back to try to break in to steal my stuff. And I go, "No, they can have it, you know, because I don't want to put any of you in danger." They go, "No, no, no. They will come back in the middle of the night. They will put poison cloth over our face. They will kill us. And then they'll take your stuff." I go, "No, well, I'll just leave it out in the hallway. They can just
Let him have this
take
shit.
it." No, we do not want them to win. "Well, I'll go stay in a hotel, or I'll take us all to a hotel. I don't want to put any of you in danger." "No, we will not let them win." So we stayed up all night, every night, taking turns keeping watch, so that if they came, we'd bang on the piano so the neighbors could come help.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. And they said, "Do not trade, don't exchange your money with guys who come up to you saying, 'Hey, you want to exchange money? I give you a better rate,' because it'll be counterfeit." So I made sure to exchange my money in the bank, and then I went across the street to buy some books, and they didn't accept my money because it was counterfeit.
The bank had counterfeit money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy Russia. Crazy Russia.
The bank gave you counterfeit money.
I performed in New Zealand, but the New Zealand crowd, they weren't New Zealanders. They happened to be Australians.
Oh.
And I told a joke about rugby. And New Zealanders and Australians are very, very
Serious about their
serious
rugby.
about their rugby. And I told the wrong joke for the Australian crowd. And their bus driver came right up to me like I thought he was going to punch me or something because he didn't like my joke. But,
Damn.
yeah.
What is this with men running up on women?
I know it's
That's
You know,
terrible.
what do you feel about that? If a man jumps into a woman's face, Matthew, are you lit? Huh?
I've been there. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's a good reason to stop someone.
Big Daddy Kane almost slapped some dude that came up on stage during his concert.
Oh, really?
And some guy over in England, he was just standing there and just, just kind of posing. Big Daddy Kane. Who's this dude?
He part of the act.
And he's like, hey man, you gotta get off the stage, you gotta get off the stage. Dude wouldn't move. Then Big Daddy started to take his shit off. You got to get off the
You
stage.
continue
Finally,
to
they
stand
got
in
the
the
dude
middle
off
of,
the
hold on,
stage.
let me just...
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Point
crazy.
across.
I love the music.
Yeah.
Well, that story reminded me the confusion that two of our neighboring countries. You guys know I'm from Georgia, but not the Georgia on your mind, like
Right.
Thank goodness.
Putin's mind, yeah.
A lot of those countries...
You don't like this Georgia. So our two neighbor countries are Armenia and Azerbaijan, and they're at war for a long time. They hate each other. So once there was an international, there was some kind of European soccer cup or something like that. So Shakira went to Azerbaijan and she was performing. So she brought the flag, Colombian flag, but upside down. Upside down flag is Armenian flag. Their rivalry. So entire Armenia was like, yay, Shakira, she's for us, we love her.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was just the upside down flag.
That's
So
hilarious.
confusion. So it's their favorite singer.
What is your favorite country what's your favorite place in the world that we never heard of?
Oh.
Well, no, here, I'll get something for you. Somebody said, the lady who was at the show earlier.
Let's ask Sharon.
No,
But yes.
lady
okay.
outside of the show earlier said she saw people in Georgia playing flutes with their nose. Is that true?
They were playing what?
The flute, some kind of instrument with their nose?
Flute with nose? No.
Okay.
I've never seen that. But when I lived in New York City, once someone was giving me a ride, a driver in the traffic, and it's like everyone is freaking out and cursing, and he's like very frustrated. And I'm like, oh my God, this traffic is crazy. How do you deal with it? And he got the flute out and started playing.
Oh, really?
This is how I deal with it.
That makes sense. Practice.
That was very cool. But like nose, no, I've never seen it.
You got a TV down here and everything.
Yeah, it's a whole ass lounge.
What a cool spot.
Yeah.
It's a whole lounge down here.
This is different.
You got looks like they got someone trying to play with their fucking nose over here somewhere.
That's what I was like,
looking at too. Going,
I didn't want to say it, but
I was gonna clean it off and put my own down there, too. I would have.
Oh yeah, what is this?
ashes.
gold medal.
Ashes from the hookah.
Oh, hookah.
Could be
Oh, that's why I was looking. You don't look.
We all look up.
Yeah, let me.
It's funny.
This looks like a little bit of a horror movie set.
You know, we can do. You know what we can do? You could do some movie stuff down here.
Yeah, you could.
This would be a nice movie set, right?
Yeah, it gives a nice
I
place
have
to
a
wait
question
for
for
next
Sharon. I have a question
Yeah,
for Sharon.
exactly.
I have a question for Sharon. So, like, you've been all over the place for comedy. Is it like mostly like here is a big sausage party, like sausage party, like
They're mostly
Sausage
men
party.
at the show.
sausage? I call it sausage party, like sausage. Mostly men.
Not only the open mics are like that.
Yeah,
Open mic.
everywhere.
Yeah, the open mics are like that. In fact, the very first time I ever performed, actually, this is my anniversary week. I went to my very first open mic 18 years ago.
Oh, cool.
And I went there, and I had never been to a live comedy show. I'd never been to an open mic before, but I went there, and I watched all these young guys go up one by one, and I thought, you know, I think I can do that. I think I know the F word. I'm going to go up. But yeah,
I'm not
but
afraid to say the word pussy on stage. You know?
Well, what I said to Curtis, who's been thinking about doing, I said, look, all you do is you go down, you watch everybody, and if you just know you wouldn't be the worst, or if you know you would practice to get better, you could be okay. You give a chance to try it. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was
It's
fun
never come
tonight
up.
because I never am dirty because I get paid big bucks to perform and not offend anybody.
Clean, yeah.
And I'm okay with not offending people. Some comedians say you're a sellout,
Yeah.
but I disagree
I
because
do
I'm not
too, yeah.
I'm not dirty in my regular life.
Right.
So why should I? To me, I'm selling out tonight when I did this racist material because that's not really who I really am.
Stretching your own envelope.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun doing this tonight because it's not what I usually do.
Yeah.
But because it's not what I usually do, I get paid a lot of money for doing what I do.
Right.
Well, I did see somebody post something about how their work was offering somebody $100 to bring somebody in to do some clean comedy, and Brad Upton posted, "Hey, corporate clean comedy,
Yeah.
20 minutes, $1,000 minimum."
Yes, that's absolutely right.
I can do some.
I don't do many shows for less than 1,000.
Right. You're gonna make me do. If you want me to use, if you want me, you have to pay me for me not to use all the words. If you want to limit what words I use,
Yeah,
you
pay
gotta
me to actually put it. Yeah.
You gotta pay me to edit myself.
And I'm not editing because I don't use those words.
Say motherfucker for us right now, Sharon.
Okay, if you had asked me this a long time when I was starting comedy, I would say motherfucker. But now that I have been with some brothers, hey motherfucker,
Yeah, motherfucker.
But you see, I was also a teacher for 23 years.
What did you teach?
I taught middle school.
Oof, that's
So,
difficult.
You definitely cannot be
See,
even
motherfucker.
thinking bad
That sounds
things.
I've been
about yourself.
substitute teaching. That's really, yeah, that's a tough age, middle school.
They're great. I loved them.
Are they doing bongs
If
over
they
there?
like you.
It's a
If
hookah.
they like you, it's good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been pretty great.
Yeah.
I like the music.
But I don't use, I don't say like fuck
You can't.
or anything on stage usually. So when I do, like the first time I said fuck, I'm like, oh, I don't say that usually, so it sounds weird. Like I just addressed it in the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, same. I'm
Is it
mostly
weed?
most of the stuff I write is clean. And I
Hookah?
have some
Hookah?
of the dirty, and it's cool to
What is
tailor
hookah?
it like in a
Cigarettes?
smaller
Shisha
room. You're
tobacco.
more
Yeah.
comfortable.
It's a-
Okay, I can do that.
And a lot of comics, they want to get paid more and they want to do the corporate stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But they can't because they can't say more than a sentence or two without throwing in,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's just how they talk. They're so used to say, well, fuck this and fuck that.
Yeah.
We talk about clean. It's also about subjects.
The four-letter
No religion, no politics, no sex
Yeah.
at all.
This
Because
is professional comedy, really. Yeah, that's what, I mean,
And if you
that's
can't-
what it. I mean,
comedy's supposed to be in the basement.
But if you can't
Really.
make
Or in a
people
hookah
laugh
lounge.
without
Yeah, I
the
agree.
shock humor, then I mean,
Yeah,
shock
that's
humor
why
can be
that's
funny. It is funny.
Well, Carlin
But
said
if
it's not
you're
about
a-
shock, it's about surprise.
Okay,
He said
but
anybody
there-
can shock you. If I just start talking about baby rape, then I can shock you.
Right,
yeah.
But for
That
me
baby
to
joke.
surprise you
Right.
with a similarity,
Yeah.
that's where genius lives. Talking about differences is easy.
Yeah.
Similarities is where genius lies.
yeah, shock humor is like it's like a bad. Term.
lazy.
It's like I hear that as a negative, but yeah. What was the word you used? Surprise. Surprise humor.
It's all about surprise.
Yeah.
It's all about surprise. All right. I'm surprised this went as well as it did. No, I'm just This is your fault for listening. So what do you got coming up, Curtis?
Well, I just had to get canceled.
Really?
Oh yeah, show business is such a bitch. Kids, if you're getting into show business, wear a cup.
So we're all right, so
Other than that, I'm just in, just wait. I wait for the big callers and still just creating and just coming up with stuff to do. So it's good to see all the create. I've been having some ideas about putting together. The other routine I had was talking about how I realized how corporate is represented when I was watching Saturday morning cartoons, in particular the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and his obsession with the Acme Corporation.
Ah, yes.
Acme motherfuckers, man. Them cats were making dough off of Wile E.
That's right.
My weed is Acme.
So I decided for myself that I have not watched anything about Israel and Palestine on the news at all.
I haven't either. Yeah.
Purposely.
Yeah.
And what I recognize is we live in such a rerun world that every 3, 4, 5, 12, 11 years, this shit happens. And the whole world is on edge. And I'm like, hey, man.
Dude, that went down in Kirkland the other day. They had a whole ass protest.
Really?
It turned into a brawl. The cops had to come and everything.
Well, I was thinking, motherfuckers need water and Flint.
Yeah.
And to sit around and act like these old arguments that are going to be stuck because either side has religious fundamentalists on it.
Yep.
And the fundamentalists will kill a moderate of their own people and have. Right? Oh, really? You going to make a deal with them? Bang!
Man, all I want to know, where the fuck is Jack Bauer? Where's Jack Ryan? Tom Clancy was fucking wrong, man. Where's that? Where's IMF? Where are those secret guys that's supposed to stop this nefarious plot?
Maybe
over the
they don't
world?
really did it in the first place.
My God.
You know, I said when I say rerun world, I mean like there was so much hope after when Bill Clinton was president, and then boom, we got Bush. Then we got Obama, and there's hope, and then we get Trump. And I'm like, man, this is a
That's
game.
just the pattern.
It's,
That's totally just the
Trafficking
pattern.
has not been this bad before, like for a long time. What's happening right now?
What do you mean?
Like 1,000 people dead.
I don't know. It was bad before.
No, I was there, and conflict started once. Conflict starts there all the time, but there's like they kill 1 to 10 people. Now it's
1,000 people? Who killed 1,000 people?
Hamas.
Really?
Yeah.
Each side has
bombed and
lost
kidnapped
about
people. That's why.
Yes, it's a real war.
Yeah, they
It's
killed
really
like a bunch of
decapitating
people at
babies.
1,000 people?
Yeah. it's
Decapitate babies?
Yes.
Yeah,
children and just
Damn.
they went into a music festival and
And a
took
music
people. I'm
festival,
talking to
huh?
my friends all the time. They're like, it's so bad we can't even go outside. We're terrified, and it's just
Well,
not good.
Burning homes because they know that the family is hiding inside the home, so they burn it so the family will run out and then they kill them.
It's just a disaster. Like this bad, anything this bad has not happened for a while. It's just
But then Leah looked up
no good.
the history just what, a month ago. Before that, Israeli went and attacked Palestinians for no reason and was shooting them and being fucking assholes to them, and that's why this whole thing went down.
It's crazy.
well, look.
We're at the end of a 1,000-year war.
Yeah. Nobody can say where the shit started. It
Yeah,
started back with
it started
Abraham and his 2 wives
Yeah, it started.
and the jealousy of a wife.
You're right.
It started since
When did it start?
I just told you. Abraham and his 2 wives.
It started since the Bible.
Yeah, I was going to
'Cause
say
when,
religion.
When Israel took over Israel,
Abraham had a wife who couldn't have a baby, so then they had
they've been
to.
fighting since the Bible.
He had a wife with the slave girl, then she kicked him out, and then that became.
It reminds me of
The other
the
folks.
Japanese and the Chinese, honestly. War between them. Because I used to think the Japanese were assholes, right? Then I looked at the history, and the Chinese came in and fucked up the Japanese and raped their women and did a bunch of nasty shit.
And the British imposed the opium on them. Hey, thank you. Hey, we're talking about your kind of topic,
The
masturbation.
Japanese soldier had to be a fucking samurai soldier.
No, that's
you know what I'm
massaging
saying?
the society.
Massage the
Killer, right, to defend his family.
Yeah.
Right? So then I'm like, well, who's really who's worse? I don't
wonder
know.
most of the white folks do it.
Man, go back 1,000 years. If I can try to figure
Where's
it
the
out.
soldier hanging
Who
out?
started it?
Crazy.
Well, thank you all for being here for this episode of Nothing But Your Fault for Listening, and we'll practice it.
Bing, 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 bing.
We're gonna get a theme song.
We should do it with a visual, I think.
Of our video podcast.
Of course.
Okay.
Right?
Or at least
for
take a
inviting me.
picture, and then I can have that picture like with just the audio
Oh,
at
okay.
minimum.
Okay. We'll take a picture with Leah's phone. She's the picture taker.
But it's not so great, though. But
That's fine.
You ready? You tired? I gotta get. Hey, will you take Curtis home?
we
Is
didn't
this,
hear enough music, though.